You are breastfeeding. A kid is running around the room.
Uma peed the bed. Watson peed the bed. One's falling because they're a toddler.
One's on the boob.
That is the reality.
Imagine if we had two more.
No matter what, I prioritized ruthlessly being a mom. And so it's like, regardless, I was able to be like very present as a mother with like creating some like rules and tools for myself and just always putting that first.
When you're just like forced to do more in less time, you become more efficient.
I probably couldn't have even had a third kid if my mom wasn't our full-time nanny.
And I think you stop becoming precious.
Gotta do it. Gotta breastfeed the baby or something.
Even though like I had a company and a purpose, I felt like I was a completely different person. Who am I and what's my identity?
Yes, identity crisis for sure.
Hey guys, welcome back to Hot Takes, Big Stakes with me, Lana, Elie, and my co-host, Natalie, Holloway. Today, we're going to be talking about being a founder and being a mother. A very exciting topic. Actually, it is, I think, a very important topic. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people, I only have one kid. She's 2 years old, and I had her whilst I was running my company Flume. Mm-hmm. And you have 3 kids of multiple ages. And I think you had them all post starting Bala.
Yeah.
And we get a lot done from the outside. And I think it's important to kind of hash out like how we do that and talk a little bit about the effects it has on your business, on you, on your body. And then also just as a mom of 3 kids, you should probably tell people like what works because you've done it enough times. But yeah, so I think first question, what's it like having a kid whilst you are in the midst of birthing another baby, your business?
When Bala blew up, which was COVID and Shark Tank, I basically found out I was pregnant with Watson, my 4-year-old, a couple of months into that. So it was like, like 2 months after Shark Tank, found out I was pregnant. It's so like abstract. You're like, how? I'm already slammed. I'm already building this business. Like, how am I going to possibly make time for like all the things I have to do to drive the business forward? And like for me now, it's like I have 3 kids, which is crazy. And it's like Watson's 4, Uma's 2, and Cash is 4 months. And so basically I think it's looked so different to me with each kid, but like no matter what, I prioritized ruthlessly first being a mom. And so it's like I feel like for me it's like what that looked like is like, no matter what, if a kid was sick, it's like I'm canceling my day. And like my team like knew that. And it's like that is my first priority. And it's looked very different. Like with Watson, we can talk about mat leave because I have questions about that. But Watson, I worked a lot more than maybe like right now with Cash. But it's like regardless, I was able to be like very present as a mother with like creating some like rules and tools for myself and just always putting that first.
Yeah.
So I think it's like the world adapts to you, when you become a mom, don't you find? Or how'd you find it?
Yeah, I think though also like you have probably become a lot more of an efficient person. Mm-hmm. At least that is the story with me. Like I think that like the beginning of your business, like that's all you want to do. Mm-hmm. And then this new thing comes around. And in the beginning, like it was definitely hard to figure out like where priorities went. But then when you're just like forced to do more in less time, you become more efficient. Mm-hmm. Like I don't need as much time to like get in and out of things. Yeah. I'm like, I have an hour and I'm in. Like, these are the things I have to do. So I think like you ultimately become way more efficient. Mm-hmm. And you have less thinking time and things like that. And of course there's losses, but you learn to adapt to it. Yeah. And even saying that, like I couldn't imagine having 3 kids.
Yeah.
It's also
chaos. Yeah. It is absolute chaos.
I actually said to Joseph last night, the night before, we were having dinner and like Cleo just like runs around during dinner time. Yeah. And I was like, imagine if we had 2 more. Like imagine, and thinking about you.
And
obviously.
One's on the boob. And
one's on the boob.
One's falling because they're a toddler.
Literally, I was like, I just could not imagine dinner time, let alone running a business.
Yeah.
And also your partners, your co-founder, so is also running a business with you.
I couldn't even imagine that like 1 year ago. I was like, how would people have 3 kids? But then it's like you just do it. But it's like the truth of it, like even for like literally last night, we're on like crazy construction in our house. So we're not even at our house right now. We're at my mom's. And like last night, Max is overseeing the construction. So he's like spending the night at our house. So I was alone putting 3 kids to bed in one room. So I had Uma, Watson, and Cash in the crib. And I woke up, I don't know, every hour because I had to feed Cash. Uma peed the bed. Watson peed the bed. And that is the reality. It's like, it's just... That's what happens to you. And you tell yourself in a couple of years it's going to be like a little less chaotic.
I don't know if we're selling the dream or if we're pulling off convincing people that it's doable. But
it's doable, but it might look like every single kid peed in the bed and you're alone in the bed with 3 kids.
But it's also worth pointing out your mom pretty much helps you full time, right?
I want to talk about your help too. Yes. I think that's an important point because it's like, oh, how's she doing it? She just is. It's like not about me, but you see people and you think that. But I probably couldn't have even had a 3rd kid if my mom wasn't like, she is our full-time nanny. And you know this, like I literally bring her everywhere. Like she's not here now, but like there's another world where she's right here with the baby so I can breastfeed. And I think like having that, it's like, it's a blessing and that makes it all possible. I think like I wouldn't be able to be as engaged on either one without the help. And so I do think that that's so interesting. The help is because, and I also like, I outsource a lot, it's like Instacart or whatever, just to like save time. But I'm curious, like, well, I know your help, but tell us like your realistic help.
I mean, I think there's a lot of things that go into why it's possible for me. One is I work for myself, so I work from home. Mm-hmm. My husband also works from home. He doesn't work for himself, but we have moments in the day where we can like jump off to like make lunch or make dinner or like hand over or like that kind of stuff. But we also have a full-time nanny.
Yes.
Like we
and
have
what, like 8 to 5?
9 to 5. Not every single day. Like sometimes once a week there's half days, but I would say generally we have a full-time nanny. Yeah. And I like could not imagine working. Like I know some people like have their kids at home and don't have help and are working. And crazy. I don't know how they pull that off. No. Kudos to those people.
That's so hard.
But like when I'm with her, like I want to be present with her. And that might be because of the fact that like I'm not with her all the time.
Yeah.
So no judgment if you aren't present with your kid and you are with them all the time. Yeah. But I definitely couldn't imagine not having help. Yeah. And we don't have family nearby.
Yeah. I couldn't imagine that.
Yeah.
Because so it's like even my sisters helped me so much.
And like we're not putting that stuff on Instagram, right?
Yeah.
We're like, oh, like we're entrepreneurs, whatever. Look, we're starting a podcast.
Make it look so easy on accident.
Yeah.
On purpose,
and I have 3 kids. But like, I've gone to meetings with you where like you are breastfeeding and a kid is running around the room. And, like we just like get on with it. And I think you stop becoming precious.
Yes.
About what things should look like or like having those perfect slots of time. And you just become really, really efficient.
Yeah, and you like you also can like find your style. Like your style is like you have the nanny 9 to 5, and so it's like then you're like super present. But it's like my style might be like I go and email for my work at home most of the time to save time on the driving, and that really helps because like it's all about time, And so basically it's like mine may look like I go downstairs and email or jump on a call for 2 hours, and then I go upstairs and spend an hour with Uma and the baby or whatever it is. It's like it could look however you want. And I think that's what's like interesting, especially about entrepreneurship or even working for somebody that's more flexible with like working parents. Like we are at Bala, like we're very flexible. Like I don't care when you work as long as you get your job done.
Yeah, agree.
Like our CBO like had a baby and I was like, you can like take off multiple times a week if you need to just stay on the baby. Like I trust them to get their job done. So I think it's also, you can find a company like that, but I think making it work for you. And I also think that takes a lot of time. That took me until now to figure out 4.5 years to figure out like my rhythm.
Yeah. And when I say like I have a nanny 9 to 5, it doesn't mean like get my work done between 9 and 5. Yeah. It means that like I get off, I spend some time with her. I do food, I do bedtime, I do bath time, I do all of those things, and then I generally get back to my laptop and work again.
Yeah, and you got to figure out what works for you.
And there's some people who like work better at night or work better in the mornings, but like help is definitely a necessity, I believe, if you're gonna do both things.
Let's say our biggest time saving, because we are efficient. Like that's together. It's like, what are your like biggest like time saving hacks? Like specifically mother time saving hacks, like, and being an entrepreneur, like doing it both.
What's yours?
I think mine is like, ruthlessly prioritizing.
Yeah.
And I say this a lot, but like
saying no
for sure. And then also like I've created like rules for myself. So it's like basically one of them is I only go, I like to feel like a human adult. And so I like one night out, whether that's with friends or a date night or birthday, whatever. But it's like any more than that, I feel overwhelmed. I feel like I'm not doing bedtime with the kids, whatever. So it's like I do one night like out a week. Could be a dinner, could be a founder supper, whatever. It's like, and anything more than that, like I'm pretty much saying no to. So what it means is like if there's ever 2 really good things a week, like I'll say yes. But like for the most part, 1 a week is my rule. And my friends know this, and I just feel like that like really helps me mentally.
That's why when I schedule dinner with you, you're like, how's August?
Yeah, well.
And I'm like, what?
You're like, what about tonight? But you have 1 kid. It's very different.
I know.
And then, my favorite other one. I have a lot, but this is the other one. Maybe we'll get your juice rolling. But basically, I love no meetings. That's why even when you were like, let's have a weekly meeting about the podcast, I was like, you were like maybe once a month or something. No. Just because it's like, I'm like down to meet and like workshop at Errands or whatever. But it's like, if I say no meetings, I will have like 1, maybe 2 a day. And even that sometimes overwhelms me because then I don't have time to get deep work in, hang with the kids, whatever. So most things can be like an email, a Slack, a Loom. So have like as little possible meetings as possible. And like things can just be pushed, you know? Yeah. I'll schedule that in 2 weeks. I'll schedule that in 3 weeks. And you just have to be okay with that.
No, I think it's totally right. Like I was so lucky with Flume because I live in LA. The time difference means that like 7 to like 11 a.m. is when my team was awake and working. And then it was like their end of the day. So like I really didn't have that many meetings throughout the day. So I could be like really efficient and get stuff done. And now that I have sold the company and I don't work there anymore, I'm just back also in that energy of like, okay, I need to have conversations and like get back out there. Yeah. But I will sit on my computer having Zoom meetings. I'm like, for literal hours. And then you get to the end of the day and you're like, I did nothing.
It's so hard. And other people dictated your day. So
and it's really hard to feel value, I think, about yourself and your achievements if you're not creating something that has output. And not everybody is like that. It's like some people are just meeting people. Yeah. I'm definitely like a put my headphones in and like get work done person. Same. You're the same. So yeah, no meetings is a good one. So thanks for holding me to that. Being unwilling to.
Although I would say 4 years ago when I was in major building Bala phase, like I did have a ton of meetings. I'm only able to do that now. Excitement. That's early excitement. Yeah. But it just helps you like create rules. Maybe it's 3 meetings, maybe it's 4 meetings, but like less meetings. Yeah. Because a lot of things can be pushed or don't need to be.
Also structuring meetings into parts of your day. Yeah. So like only mornings between these hours are meeting hours, and then these are my working hours, or like the other way around, depending on like how your brain works more efficiently.
Or 30-minute meetings, because when somebody puts an hour, I say, oh, I didn't realize that I only have 30. Yeah. And anything can get done in 30.
Yeah. So now anybody who's put an hour meeting in with you knows that
I'm lying. Yeah. But it's got to do it. Got to breastfeed the baby or something.
Sorry, I have to go breastfeed. So, timer's up.
I mean, we really should be able to just do that.
This is also, though, like just learnings, not just from having a kid. I think this is learnings from like running a business for more than several years. You know, like you start out so eager and you do everything and you say yes to everything. And then you kind of start to go through it and realize, okay, 1, I don't have the energy for that anymore. And 2, it was a bit of a waste of time.
Yeah, was it worth it?
Yeah. So you just take less meetings and you say no more.
You ruthlessly prioritize.
Who knows?
Yeah. Become incredibly efficient.
Okay, so next thing about motherhood and entrepreneurship. How about just motherhood? What did you feel like right after you had your first kid? Because for me, even though like I had a company and a purpose, I felt like I was a completely different person. Yeah. And I didn't know how I felt about my company anymore. Like
interesting.
Really,
like
and
you
maybe
rejected
that was later stage. I definitely rejected it. I didn't go like hardcore, like I don't think I want to work anymore. But I was like, is this my purpose?
Right.
And who am I? And what's my identity?
Yes. Identity crisis.
Yeah,
for sure.
it was so hardcore.
Yeah.
How did you find it? Did you feel like, oh, I'm ready to like get back?
Mm-hmm.
I also was like 10 times dumber.
Oh yeah, my brain still is like really, really bears.
Why does that
You've
take so
seen that.
long?
I feel like you've seen examples of my brain just
Oh.
not working.
My brain's too slow still to figure out that yours isn't working.
I'm like, did we do that thing?
We're like, oh yeah, we're so efficient. We get on so well, and really we're just like the same amount of like post baby dumb.
It's so crazy. It really does like change your brain. But yeah, I found it. I mean, it's still like I'm figuring out.
Yeah, you just had a baby.
Like I just had a baby. I'm like, who am I still? But I think one thing that like definitely changed is like, I feel like I still am like carefree and all these things, but it's like my like anxiety about like something horrible is going to happen to my children is so there. And I'm like seeing, I think this is just like a very common mom thing. I'm just like seeing like obstacles. Oh, they're going to fall out a window or like the drowning thing. Like it's just, everything is so scary. Everything is so scary. And Max has to tell me to stop. And then you're doom scrolling. You're like, I didn't even know they could swallow a battery and not make it. It's like, there's just a lot.
Yeah.
So that's
the
my
anxiety
thing that's really
completely blindsided me. The like,
yeah.
I'm walking with her in the chest carrier, and I'm going to trip and fall on her and like crush her brain into a million pieces.
Yes.
Like the crazy,
so
every time
scary.
you're in the car, just like getting ready to be rear-ended. Like it's insane. That's kind of stopped for me. Sometimes I still imagine that she's being kidnapped in the middle of the night.
Oh, I do that. We don't have blinds on our window right now, and I'm like,
they can see there's a baby in there.
Someone's gonna take Cash, and I'm like checking on him every second. It's horrible.
Wow, that's great.
And dads don't have to. I call Max dumb dad because he literally doesn't have to worry about. Like,
Joseph said he had a little bit of that.
Max has, I mean, maybe with like one of our
third
kids
baby
with the allergies, he has the worry. But it's like, for the most part, like I'm worrying about 75 things, and he's just like,
yeah. But they call that mom tax or something, don't they?
It's so annoying though. I wish I could give you half of that worry. Like he's not worried if the kids don't eat a ton.
I don't think they could handle it.
Yeah, they
like
couldn't.
I've seen Joseph in stress situations, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to keep that next one to myself.
Oh my God. Okay, so I have a question too about mat leave.
Yeah.
I actually saw this on that Slack, that one that we are both on, but basically I saw a question about mat leave. So for me, I'll tell mine, and then I'm very curious how you did it because single founder. Oof. Basically with mine, I didn't take one with Watson, 2 building phase. Kind of Uma.
You didn't take anything?
No, I mean, I was working from the hospital. I just always had him on, it's like he was always around, like, because of my mom. But basically, with Uma, I took like 2 months off of meetings, like no calls, but I still like checked in when she napped, maybe an hour or 2 a day, still in touch. But because Max just took on everything, because we're partners and all of that. And so, and even a little bit on cash, that was the case. And so I'm just like, how
did you pay yourself?
Yeah.
Full salary.
Yeah. But basically, how did you do that? Because being a single founder and taking out, who's running the business, like, tell me that. How'd you do that?
Yeah. I mean, the business had already been around for 7-ish years, if not more.
Mm-hmm.
So I had the value of it kind of knew how to run itself. It wasn't in like a crazy period of like growth, or it was really about like we had hit profitability and it was like maintaining that.
Okay.
And I had a small team, but I had like a most senior person on my team.
Mm-hmm.
And he became, I just said to the team.
You trusted him. And so he got that.
And I just said to the team, like, you still do weekly meetings. So we'd still do like weekly meetings where everyone on the team has a slide to present because they run a department.
Mm-hmm.
And we still do like monthly reviews, and I'm still reviewing the documentation, but I'm not joining the meetings.
Mm-hmm.
And
for how long?
The agreement was 3 months.
Okay.
And I paid myself full salary.
Okay.
And I would say like day 2 after giving birth, like I was on Slack messages.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like it was. I think just for me I'm also not the kind of person who's going to check out of my company.
You can't if you're the single person. How would you?
But also I didn't want to.
Yeah.
Like those.
And they do nap a lot unless you have a colicky baby. Like they literally nap half of the day. And unless I can't nap. So I'm like, what am I going to do? Read a book or email a little?
Yeah, exactly. Like I could still check in. And again, like the reality is because of the time difference with the UK, like Like
Yeah.
it was mornings. It wasn't a huge ask. It's not like I was having to like sit at my desk and like do big things or like take meetings. And for me, like take meetings and like manage people is the part of my job that I hated the most.
Yeah. Oh, me too. I hate that part.
Like I'm not a good manager.
Yeah. Me neither.
I've definitely gotten better, but like it's not the thing I enjoy doing.
One thing I want to say, and I don't know if you have one, is basically I think one tip is like, it's hard, but it's like, even if you love your business, you want everything, whatever, when you become a mom, I feel like you have to be okay with like things slipping through the cracks. Yeah. And I think once I realized that and being like you said, it's okay if you're not just on this crazy growth trajectory for the next year or two. I mean, even eventually they go to school and like you have the day. It's like, it's okay. I mean, also if you want to do that, that's fine too. No judgment. But basically, I found it helpful to say it's okay if things slip through the cracks. Give yourself grace. That's okay.
Yeah.
And that helped me like be at peace with like, you know, the toggle, the balance, the game. It's like, ugh, so hard.
I think that's true even without a kid though.
Yeah.
You know, that
true.
We try to manage too much and there just comes a stage in your business where you can't do everything. And in this case, obviously you're doing less because you're swaying that up with like spending time with your kid or like being present and being a mom, but it doesn't make sense for you to be doing everything.
Yeah.
It's like a really good lesson in like how to micromanage less and how to outsource more.
100%. I love, this is my era.
But then it's really hard to go back because you're like, I realized I could outsource so many things that like, why would I do them again?
I don't want to spend my time doing that.
Yeah. Especially the things you're not very good at.
Yeah. For sure.
But okay, top 3 products for when you first have a kid.
Like first year? Because I feel like there's so many. Okay, first year. You want to go or you want me to go?
I have 3 already.
Okay, you go first.
Well, I have 2. Duna.
Okay. I never got one. My sister has one, but looks amazing.
I could not live without that.
Okay.
A carrier. Not one of those fucking arty pop expensive, disgustingly designed ones.
I'm about to tell you something else, okay?
I hate those things.
One of mine is Artipop, and I'll tell you why on mine.
Understand.
Okay.
I
can't believe you think that's disgusting. It's so cute. Okay.
Oh my god, no. Also, who's spending $350 on a carrier?
It's like $750.
Ergo Baby. Exactly. Ergo Baby, probably like $100. Amazing.
Okay.
Looks good.
I carry cash 24/7. Okay.
Black. Yeah, I still use the carrier.
But that makes sense. You would have black, and I would have swan and peace signs.
Oh, does make sense. How are we friends?
I know.
I'm gonna steal this one.
What's
probably.
the third?
Snot sucker.
You just stole literally the opposite of mine. Okay, was that 3?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'll go.
Electric snot sucker though. Fuck that mouth thing.
Dude, you just stole mine. Now I don't know what my third is, but I'll think. Okay, so yeah, mine was gonna be the nose. It's the nose bot, and literally it saves your kids from like going to the hospital. So definitely the nose bot. Now I have to think of 3. Mine is Artipop because it is expensive, but it's an investment, and you can. There are some that are like $800, but if you can get it on your baby shower or something, like the $350. For me, it just depends if you're gonna be a baby wearer or not. For me, it's like I could wear a t-shirt in my Swan Artipop and I am feeling cute, feeling put together. So, and I find them very comfortable. Like I wear it 24/7. So opposite of yours, Artipop.
Same because we're both saying a carrier.
Yeah. Okay.
With different aesthetics.
Okay. And then I won't say Nosebot, but that's amazing. Actually, mine's gonna be like one for the mom too. It's Mother Face Oil, MUTHA. I just feel like, you know, you're always like crackly and breastfeeding and all these things. And so putting that, like, I would just like douse my skin in Mother. And honestly, a lot of times I don't have time to do the whole like 7-step face thing during this postpartum period. So I just would just douse my skin and I feel like good with that. And
Osea on the topic. Is
I
that
do
how
like,
you say it?
Yeah.
Osea?
I think so.
That's what I used for like my belly.
Mm-hmm.
I never got a single stretch mark. I think that's also like your genes and things, the way you eat and other things.
Yeah.
But I do love their oil for pregnancy.
I do like their oil too.
But I started hating the smell. And
then my third is when you're breastfeeding or not, whatever. It's like you're just like so thirsty all the time or sleep deprived, whatever. So I would just make a giant jug with element, that vitamin
that
water.
every day.
Yeah, the watermelon, obsessed. So those are mine.
Yeah, Cleo also tries to drink it all the time.
It's so good.
I know, but I'm pretty sure that it's like has a ton of sugar in there, and they just lied. But I still drink it every single day.
Good. If you like it, I feel like
She calls it
clean.
lemonade. It's so cute.
I wish my kids would drink that. Okay. What do we have anything else we want to wrap?
Yeah.
Okay.
Those metal nipple things.
What are those?
What, you've never used these?
No.
When people told me to get these, I was like, what? They're called silverettes.
Okay, I've never heard of it.
They're just like little silver caps that you put on your nipples when they're chapped, when you first start breastfeeding.
Mm-hmm.
And they, without kidding, changed my fucking life.
Really?
Like something about the silver. Well, one, it like acts as a barrier between your bra and stuff, so it's not chafing more. The silver like cures it.
So interesting. Yeah, I never like
insane.
Never chafed. So
how long did you breastfeed?
Each kid like a year.
Yeah.
And I never chafed some weird. Oh, I have one more. I know we did 3, but I have one more, especially because we had the carrier as the same. I had it 2 C-sections, so the Frida C-section scar thing.
Oh, covers.
Yeah, it helps with like that shelf or whatever.
Yeah. I love all of their products.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, good brand.
Yeah.
Shout out Frida.
Thank you so much for listening. Leave us a review and drop in the comments what you want to hear more of.